Hello, everybody. Now, I think I said it last week, but I'll say it again because it's always an achievement. We made it through another week. Plants are still alive, pumpkins are still growing. So, let's turn you around and check out the plant, and then we'll check out the pumpkin. All right. So, as you can guess, we're starting at the Casper's plant, the 1707. And as you can see, the plant is basically, well, isn't basically, it is filled in. So that's exciting. Got myself a nice little pathway, and there's a bare spot there. But if it doesn't fill it, it doesn't bother me. But anyways, let's go look at this pumpkin. All right, and there she is. Now I don't know if I mentioned this uh, last week, but there were two very superficial soft spots on the blossom, so I cut that off, and luckily it didn't go any further than that, and it's now dried over, calloused over, so that's good. Other than that, she's doing well. Knock on wood, no other major issues, but there's still 2/3 of August left, and 3 weeks into September, so there's still time for some fun. So anyways, what are the numbers? Today she is at that 46, and her current weight is 566 pounds. And this morning she did 20 pounds, and that's getting about average. Usually does about between 20 and 23, 24, right around there. So for this pumpkin, it's doing, those are pretty decent gains. Actually, she's getting pretty comparable to her two other sisters. So, and speaking of which, I'm gonna try not to do what I did last week and go over to the Sipple next. Whoa, there it is. All right, I did not screw that up. We are, in fact, by the Sipple plant, and as you can see, we are also filled up over here. Gotta do a little work in the walkways though, but yeah, as far as this plant goes, this plant's showing just a little bit more age to it. Not much, but I think that more so has to do with the earlier life of this plant and where the sprinkler was located for a little too long. So that could be my error, or just could be the nature of this plant. But as far as the pumpkin goes, over there on the left side, that part of the pumpkin was hanging over the cement board, and unfortunately, well, nothing bad happened. It was touching the soil, so yesterday I scooped as much of the soil away, and I did have a fan on it, but this morning, and this is why you always check your plants at least twice a day, or I should say once a day. I check it twice. There was a soft spot that occurred literally overnight, because it wasn't there this time last night, so yesterday I should say. So I had because I was running behind this morning, I snitched the fan from over here and I moved it up there, so that should be well on its way of drying out and being all hunky-dory. But enough of that, let me uncover the pumpkin and give you the numbers. All right, so numbers. Today it is 48 days old, and it's coming in at 744 pounds. And today it did, or this morning it did 24 pounds, which is basically average. I mean, it's done, yeah, well, average of that. Whoa, there we go. Let's get that pumpkin more in frame. Sorry about that. And as far as it is, it's still lagging behind the other pumpkin on its day 48, but now it's about 39 pounds difference now between the two on the same age. So, but you know, like they say, it is what it is. Anyways, let's head over there. Let's head over to the big boy, or the big girl. So, oh, whoops. So first, before we actually look at the pumpkin, this one is, I'm calling it good enough. Like I said last week, I think this guy created a sink earlier on, so that's why these plants are struggling a little bit. And these two vines might have been slacking a little bit. If they were stronger, weren't constantly twirling around on me, it probably would have filled up this area a lot better than it did. But really, this is the only area that needs filling, and there are some tertiaries right here. So whether or not it's the right thing to do, I'll let those go and just fill up this area, and then we're gonna call it good enough. So let's see how this pumpkin's doing. Okay, well, let me back up just a little bit more. But now everything's looking great on this pumpkin so far. I guess I don't even know if it's a concern or not, because I don't, as far as I can remember, I don't think I ever had a pumpkin who folded up on its right here. But I think my pumpkins are growing so slow this year compared to other people who've had folds like that on their pumpkins, that probably be all right. So we'll just keep an eye on it. I don't think there's really too much to be concerned about. But as far as numbers go, we're on actually day 51, and we're at 848 pounds, and it's basically been holding steady at about 26 pounds each day for quite a while. So that's excellent. I mean, if all three of these pumpkins can continue to do what they're doing at least through August, that would be great. Hopefully I can then reach my very my big goal for this year, which is to get to that 4,300 pound goal. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to be leaning on these pumpkins going a couple percentages heavy, which this pumpkin's mother and the Sipples both went pretty heavy. So I'm hoping that was genetics, and then it'll carry on into these two pumpkins. I believe the 1707 Caspers only went 1% heavy, which is basically pretty gosh darn close to chart. So, and Pete, if you're watching, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, because I hope I'm wrong and it actually went heavier than that. But anyways, I think we're gonna call it there, and until next week, guys, I will see you later. Bye bye.